It has been a minute since we've been at the bookshelf. Guys, two of my nails broke, so it's annoying me as much as it's annoying you, okay? So let's like not bring it up. Don't worry, I'm gonna get some new ones, but peep the sweatshirt. It says Stars Hollow, Connecticut. It is officially, when you guys are seeing this, the start of the Burr months, October, which means it's Gilmore Girls season. Stars Hollow, duh. So today we are looking at my October TBR, which is it's pretty loaded, and I'm genuinely scared. Actually, I'm gonna add one more book in here real quick. Just yeah, because actually I need to read that one. Yeah, like today. I'm kidding. It's too long to read today. But we have a total of 12 books. 2 of these are new releases. So let's see what we can read this month. I'm really excited. And for all of you who are asking like, oh, what about the wrap up? What about the wrap up? The wrap up can wait. Yeah. Awesome. Secret minds think alike. So let's start out so we can get the show on the road. First of all is, oh, forgot this name for a second. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I need to read this for something that I'm doing. Something that I'm in. I have to do research on Amy for a specific reason I cannot share up here, but I need to do research on Amy. So Amy is, I believe, the little sister. I think this is Amy right here, the blonde one. So yeah, Little Women. I watched like half of the musical. It's so good. I love the musical. It's just the thing with these classics. I'm just scared I'm not gonna be able to like understand it, but I do know the premise of this though, because I've had to look at so much relating to this. It focuses around Joe. And yeah, I don't explain things up here. You guys know that. If you guys want to know what the book is about, you guys gotta go check Google. I don't read synopsis. I like to go into stuff blind. Now, while with Little Women, I'm not going into anything blind. You might, so you know, yeah. The next book, I'm just gonna give you guys a little hint. Yeah. Oh, you guys want to see some of the titles? LOL. The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon. First of all, it's October. And I don't celebrate Halloween, but I like to get in like that spooky-ish mood. And I also love Five Nights at Freddy's. As you can tell, I was a weird kid growing up, and I think I still am. So The Silver Eyes, I do want to read this month in the thriller kind of category. I don't know if this is categorized as thriller or horror, but either way, it is categorized as one or the other. And the font is actually pretty big. So this should be an easy read. I'm excited, genuinely, like I'm really excited. Next one that we have here is The Teacher by Freddie McFadden. I actually have no clue what this book is about, so I am going in this one blind. I actually don't know what The Silver Eyes is about, because I'm pretty sure the books, the movies, and the video games are all different. Like, I watched the movie of Five Nights at Freddy's, and the lore was all mixed up. I was like, this isn't the game I grew up on, but it's okay, who cares, right? So I don't know what this is about. I just remember Matt Rafferty, who was an author, was like, this book lacks very important trigger warnings. Now, I don't have any triggers personally, but if you do and you plan on reading this book, I do think that just because she said that, since she was triggered by a few things, look up the trigger warnings for this book, because it's not here. I just checked, it's not in this, it's not here. It's not in the page, none of that. So I do want to read it, but I just think, like, Frida, come on, put your trigger warnings. Because she was like, it's not even just like the thriller aspect. There was like stuff that was happening up on the side that like triggered her or something like that. So please check your trigger warning for this book. I think it's like the same kind of stuff that's happening with like Boy Is Homer. If you guys are asking about why my beautiful books are separated, I know, I just got a whole bunch of new books, and I had to make room, so that's why they're like that. Yeah. The next one that I want to read is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This was actually, I believe, on my TBR for last month. I read like the first chapter and I was just like, I'm not feeling it. but I do want to try again because it's spooky season, and I was like, okay, maybe I can get into this one, like, now that it's much more fall themed and everything. Like, well, now we're in the fall months. We're in October. So basically, I don't know main character's name, but I do know what this one's about. I am going to explain this one to you because this one's pretty simple. But a girl on Halloween, like, gets hit in the head or something like that, and she was supposed to die, but she wakes up in the hospital and she has 7 days to solve her murder before she dies all over again or something like that. I don't know. Fact check. Go look the book up yourselves. Like I just said, go look it up. Next up is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I don't know what this book is about. I got this at Book Exchange, just like I got The Teacher at Book Exchange, but I just saw this and was like, okay, well, I do need a thriller book. Thriller books. I don't know how to wink, like, I don't know how to wink delicately. There we go. Then She Was Gone. Lisa Jewell. I don't know what this one's about. I have no clue at all, but it is okay. It is a-okay. A-okay. Okay? Great. The next book that I have is The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The first 2 books were not it. They did not do it for me. I found a lot of the characters annoying, Avery's stupid, and I'm confused, and I just don't like love triangles in the first place. Like, come on, pick one. Please, pick one. You're just playing with them at this point. But I don't DNF a lot of things, okay? So I wanted to finish, like, the main trilogy, and then I decided if I want to go into, like, the spin-offs for the series, or trilogy, because apparently this is, like, the main trilogy, right? This is, like, the last book. So, yeah, because there's, like, the Hawthorne Legacy, the Brothers Hawthorne, and, The Grandest Game as well. I don't know why this book, like, this book series gets so much hype. Like, obviously, people are gonna love it, right? But genuinely, it's really confusing. Stuff doesn't make any sense. Avery owns everything, and she still lets people boss her around. And the mysteries just get nowhere. Like, most of the book we're just walking around the place doing nothing. So at least that's what it felt like to me. I felt like we were getting nowhere with any of, like, the stuff that we were figuring out. The next book is another new release, which is Fake Skating by Lynn Painter. I have read Betting on You and Better Than the Movies, oh my goodness, by Lynn Painter, and both of those were phenomenal. Like, I love those books so much, I just could not put them both down. So I obviously pre-ordered my copy of Fake Skating, which unfortunately came in hardcover. You know, listen, we're gonna survive, guys, because my other copies are paperback, so it's, you know, a little awkward, but it's okay. Fake Skating, don't know what this one's about, but I am really excited to read this one because Lynn Painter just writes amazing, like, YA romance novels that, like, even people that don't even like YA are like, okay, this is a good YA book, because she writes it so well and they're so cute. So all I know, based off the title, I'm gonna make a nice educated guess and say this is a fake dating romance, like the fake dating trope or whatever. So no, don't look at the synopsis. I'll look at the synopsis. No, but just by looking at the title and the cover, I'm gonna assume that it's a fake dating romance. yeah. So then, next up, we have Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I had no intentions of buying this book, of ever reading this book, because first of all, it's chunky, and I don't hear a whole bunch of good things about this book, right, yeah. But then, somebody in my book club was like, you know what, I want to read Quicksilver for October. I put it on the poll, because I was like, I always do suggestions, and then I put, like, some of the suggestions on the poll, and I was like, maybe not a lot of people are gonna pick Quicksilver. So many people picked Quicksilver, and Quicksilver won. Will I read this one? How many pages is this? It's over 600. Great. So I love my life. Like, at first I saw 400. I was like, okay, I know 400, 600 though. 600 on I'm a busy lady with a busy schedule. I don't know. I still have other books to read. So we'll see. but it's on the TBR kind of. Not really. But since we're on the topic of Quicksilver and it being our book club pick of the month, go and join the Fail Book Club or join the Discord, because the Discord you guys can also interact with the book club. You guys can talk with us in the book discussion channel, right? But the book club is the only place you can vote. So even in the server, we're like, if you want to vote for next month's book, you have to go to the Fail Book Club. So join the Fail Book Club like right now, because you guys can chat about the book, you can talk about the book, we can have so much fun. You guys can also give us like little inputs on what books you want to see on the poll for next month, and you guys can also vote for the books, so you guys have a say in what next month's book is. But October's book is unfortunately Quicksilver. Thanks a lot, guys. The next book on my TBR is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I read The Hunger Games back in July. It was chef's kiss, phenomenal. I did a reading vlog on it, and I'm going to do a reading vlog on Catching Fire, which is the only reason this was not on my TBR earlier, is because I have a bunch of reading vlogs to do, and I still have one I was supposed to film in September. I'm filming this in September, but this is coming out on October 2nd, I think. I had a whole bunch of reading vlogs to film in September, and I only filmed one of them, and a lot of them also got canceled out because I found out like a lot of the authors were bad people, so only one of them ever got released. And it was another one for a book that I've been anticipating for the longest time, but I'm so busy and I haven't had time to read it or film it. I've only had time to listen to audiobooks, so I have been like listening to like Restore Me, but I haven't actually been physically reading it because I don't have the time. But I'm just hoping that Catching Fire will be something like that I can read in my free time, and I will have time to read this one. So Catching Fire is on the TBR for this month, and I cannot wait to continue in the Hunger Games series, like honestly, because Powerless is my favorite series, right? People said that Powerless copied Hunger Games, and I read Hunger Games and I don't see the copy, but this book is amazing, right? Like like is a bit of stretch. I'm pretty sure people only say copy because of the trials aspect, but so many books have trials, so you're gonna talk to those authors. Oh right, exactly. But Catching Fire, I cannot wait to read this book. Okay, I can't. Okay, the next book that we have on this TBR of ours is Let's Split Up by Bill Wood. Once again, no clue what this is about. I actually bought this because of Instagram. Just scrolling on my feed, not my For You page, my feed, so like that's where you can see the pictures and stuff. And this was like an ad that came up, and it was like, let's split up, and I was just like, oh, okay. Purchased the book immediately. I have no clue what this book is about. Have not heard anything about it. I haven't read any reviews. I don't know anything about this book except for the fact that this is a thriller. I was like, perfect. Love thrillers. Also, is it just me, but I hate sprayed edges on like paperbacks. It just feels so unnecessary. Like, I feel like the only time you get a sprayed edge is like if it's a special edition or if the cover is different and it's in a hardcover. Like, why put sprayed edges on the paperback? There's like literally no point. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, these are really nice, they're well made, but I just feel like on a paperback, maybe on a hardcover, but paperback, no. Okay, no. Next book, sorry. Can you guys tell I love like Funko Pops? I have so many. The next book we have, oh my goodness, this one's heavy. Oro and Grimm by Alex Astor. So this is going to be in a reading vlog because we read the entire Lightlark saga on my channel. Watch the reading vlogs, please. This is a flip book. I've never read a flip book before, but apparently a flip book, I've heard of them, but I thought it was like if you flip it, it's like there's words in between words. So that's what, I don't know why I thought that's what it was, but apparently it's like half and half, and like one half is one character's point of view and the other half is another character's point of view, but you have to turn it upside down and read it that way. So that's really cool. I cannot wait to read this one, but this one is also chunky for just it to be Grimm and Oro, right? I don't know when this takes place. I don't know if this takes place like before I forgot what the next book is called, but I don't know if this takes place like right after Skyshade or if this takes place during Lightlark or Nightbane. I don't know when this takes place, but I guess we're gonna find out when we read it together. This is what it looks like outside of its case. Like, doesn't that just look so cool? Like, this is what it looks like outside of its case. It looks so cool, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So like, this is Oro's side, completely normal, right side up words, right? But let's like go over to, no, this is Grimm's side, I'm sorry. Let's go over to Oro's side, and look, the pages are upside down. Mind you, everything is normal until you get to like the pages and stuff. And there's like the cutest character art on both sides. Like, Isla is so pretty. For all this mess she be doing, she a little too pretty. Like, I'd be mad at Isla a lot. She a little too pretty for, you know, all this. And then we have the little, I think this is the wedding, right? Once again, Isla is gorgeous. Like, this art is phenomenal. I'm sorry, I'm getting like wrapped up in the art. This is Oro. And then, I don't know if his is in full color. Oh, it's not. And this is grwm, right? So, that's really cool. I cannot wait to read this. It's super cool in its case, too, by the way. Like, super cool in its case, too, by the way. So, yeah, I cannot wait to read this one. It's going to be a reading vlog, so you guys should, like, subscribe and stuff so you guys can be tuned in for the reading vlog, right? And the last book on this TBR is #NoEscape by 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯. Why was this book so hard to find? Like, I literally could not find any new versions. I had to buy a used version, which is nothing wrong with that, but like, where are the new copies, like the newly freshly printed copies? I don't know. It doesn't matter though. But #NoEscape by 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯. I loved #Murder Trending. I read that in a Texas vlog, which I've talked about so many times. And then I didn't really like #Murder Funding. It was more centered around the romance than it was the thriller. So I'm hoping, because I don't think this follows any of the characters from the past books at all. Oh yeah, this says this was 20 years before the first two books happened, right? So I am very, very excited to get into this one, and I hope this one is much more like thriller center, because the first book had a side plot of romance, but it was much more focused on like the actual action, the thriller aspect, like scaring us, you know, making us look over our shoulders. The second one was this much romance, and then like, no, actually this is generous. This much romance, and then this much thriller. It happened at the end. So what was I, you know what, it's okay. So I'm just hoping that this one will be good, that this one will be a great read, and I hope that I'm going to enjoy this one. Oh, I just want to mention something real quick because I've seen some stuff. I am Team grwm. Team grwm forever. Oro's boring to me, and also he really annoyed. Like, you have to make a good first impression on me. He made a horrible first impression in the first book. I don't think I can hold up this entire TBR, guys. Like, oh yeah, these books are heavy and it's tilting my table. Awesome. This is the TBR for this month. I can barely hold it up, but with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I am actually an author myself. I wrote a clean tripod just fell because I dropped all the books onto the tripod, but I'm an author myself. You guys should go like read my book and stuff. It's in the description down below. And if you guys want to be featured in a book haul video, because I do a lot of those because I just can't stop buying books, you guys can buy me something in my Amazon wish list, and I have a whole bunch of books in there. You don't have to buy me anything expensive, nothing like that, right? I don't care. It could be a book accessory. Just like check out the wish list. You guys can buy me something else. Yeah. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok so you guys can keep up to date with my book, because I post up there like anything, like any posts and promotional videos about my book that come up here. Instagram and TikTok care about it first. Do you want to be out of the loop? Do you want to be out of the loop? Do you want to be out of the loop? I didn't think so. So, with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, notifications will see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you on the next video. I love you all so much, but Jesus loves you more. May out kisses, bye out, and goodbye.